Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Forever Stranded with Arturio Emerys. So I think it's been, I don't know, a couple of days since I recorded, and I've made tremendous progress. I don't remember if this was in my previous episode or not, the lava farm. This works really well. Yeah, this may have been in there too. Okay, yeah, I think it was because I remember this part. Yeah, so all of this area here, this was done in the previous episode. I think I put this in that previous episode, the smeltery. But I've got started on ore processing here. And believe it or not, I'm still doing things manually. Or fairly manually. And I've got a water system here. So, oh, the ceiling's too low. I can't get over this. But anyway, we'll just do this for a second. There's water source blocks under here, and it's 3 wide, and each one of these fluid transfer nodes has an upgrade mining. I'm not sure why it's not called a mining upgrade. That's just kind of awkward in it, and that allows them to basically create water. So each of these fluid transfer nodes is creating water, putting it into the tank. The tank's transferring it to the barrel, and the barrels would be fed sand to make clay. So that's what this is for. This is for making clay. This one over here, very similar. The barrels are on mycelium, so they turn into witch water. So if you put sand in, okay, you put sand in here and you put dust in here, dust to make the clay. So you put sand in here and you get soul sand. Okay. I ended up moving the tree farm over here. And charcoal. There should be charcoal in there. It doesn't have any power. Why in the world does it not have any power? Huh. All right, I'll have to look at this at some other point. So anyway, molten glass in the smeltery. That's how I got all of this. And it takes forever to make this much glass, so. So we'll put that away, and we're going to do something with this real quick. We'll make compressed soul sand out of all of it. So the heavy sieve here is sieving the compressed soul sand, and this transfer node is basically pulling everything out. The filter is blacklisted for other materials, so basically everything is passing through it. And when you sieve soul sand, you get gas tears, nether wart, and nether quartz crystals. So they're all coming over here, and they're getting placed by the system. There's the gas tears, and the nether wart, and the nether quartz. I put this back to get back the way it was. So cactus goes in here, and there's a system underneath of barrels that turns the cactus into dirt, and that was one of the last things the last time I was playing, so it hasn't produced a lot yet. And that's because when I first tried to set this up, I didn't think the water thing was working, and so I redesigned it all so that the cactus would produce water to drive these, but it was really, really slow. So I tried this again, and I don't know, the first time I must have done something wrong, because it is producing water, and it does produce it fairly quickly. We tried to talk about this. This should be fully automated. There's an auto crafter here that's taking logs and turning them into sticks. The second auto crafter takes sticks and cobblestone and turns them into stone axes. There's a cobble... Ooh, I don't have glass everywhere here. I did not realize that. Anyway, there's a cobble generator here that produces cobble. That goes into the generator, or the crafter here. So this all should be working. I'm not really sure why it's not. Some charcoal in pretty much all of these. Or coal, rather. Okay, it's possible... Like, I designed this to put more Stirling engines in here because my intention is this is going to produce some power for the AE system when I get that going. So the fact that there aren't any Stirling engines here might be confusing that. So for right now, let's break that and see if that improves performance. Okay, so this has got power. It's producing charcoal. And so charcoal should be going in here because all of these have coal in them. Okay, so it'll fill up this little buffer here. And then it'll start filling up the drawer. All right. And that drawer up there has plenty of logs in it, so this should be just fine. There's a couple of things that I need to make. I've started making stuff to get ready for an AE system. I made Fluix crystals. I made a couple, well, those are just charged crystals. This is everything I brought back from the meteor. I did make a whole bunch of pure Certus quartz crystals, and those are easy. You just take the Certus dust and sand and combine it, and you make seeds and throw it in water, and a very, very long time later, it makes the pure Certus quartz seeds. These were in one of the drawers. They were seeds for a pure nether quartz crystal and a pure Fluix crystal. So I threw those in water and grew those up. But all of the rest of this, all of this came out of the asteroid and the various little pieces of the asteroid. So I actually got credit for the quest for picking that up. I didn't even have to make that. So I've got a couple of quests here that I've completed. And this one I took lava mills because I knew I was going to need those. And what else did I do? There was one that I got credit for. It was this one because I made Fluix crystals not that long ago. And here you have to... Yeah, okay, so choice reward, 4 Fluix crystals. There we go. An AE2 power and a vibration chamber. I was just starting to think about making those. And I made... Yeah, there we go. Okay, an energy acceptor. That's the first part of that. And then the vibration chamber. I need the energy acceptor and a furnace. And I believe I have a furnace. So I should have everything to make that. So that quest is done. 2 pure Certus quartz crystals and a loot chest. Let's see what the loot chest has. 30 grass. Yeah, that's not a good reward. So the next one would be a 1K Emmy storage cell and an Emmy chest. Oh, and I get a lifeblood crystal for that. Let me see if I can make that. An ME chest requires glass, an enemy terminal. I may not have some of this stuff yet. So a terminal, I need an illuminated panel and some formation cores. I do have fluix crystals, but I haven't ground them down to dust, but I could real quick. I don't know, I don't have any logic processors. I did not get any of those. So that means I'm going to have to make inscribers. I've got... I always lag when I come over here. I think it's because of all of this. I think I need to make some inscribers. So that's relatively easy. Sticky pistons and a small amount of slime balls. There. Oh, shoot, I do need more of those because I need like 5 inscribers all together. There we go. I could set all of these up over here. And all of this is going to have to get moved at some point because none of this is optimal layout. All right, for that I need a silicon press. That's an engineering press. That's a silicon press, so I can put that in there. And this will give me printed silicon. Which one is that one? That one is an engineering press. That's a logic press. That's a calculation press. Wait, is that, am I doing the right thing here? Yeah, okay, all right. Now I remember. And the whole point of this is I'm trying to make an Emmy chest, which requires, oh, those require processors too. Is it that? Yeah, okay. After you make a few of them, you kind of get the rhythm down and you can, you know, it's not quite so difficult. Oh, that one takes pure, which fortunately I do have one. There we go, Emmy Chest. So that's that. Now I need to make a 1K storage. There we go. So that's done, and for that I get the lifeblood crystal, a half heart, and a loot chest. So that brings me up to 7 hearts, which is nice. I'm not sure how I've seen people who have like 8, 9 hearts. Some have 10. Cobblestone. I need an Emmy controller. And Skystone block. I I think I can do that. What do I need to make the skystone block? And I need pure Fluix crystals. Fluix crystals. Fluix dust and sand into a puddle of water. So I've got that, and I need sand. I think I have some sand. I should. So, I made a vibration chamber right there. All right. So, we take the crystal growth thing and we put it right there. And the vibration chamber and put it right there. Now I think, can I connect this with that? Yeah, okay. Normally if you take this stuff and you throw it in water, it takes hours to do. But if you have, okay, so that's got power, and it'll take a few minutes. Well, I stood on my cooling system for too long and now I'm going to die. Hypothermia 3 is no joke, folks. Hypothermia 3. Alright, so I have a death note now. And this gives me an opportunity. That's weird, I thought I already had that achievement. That gives me an opportunity to show you the graveyard. So this is what the graveyard looks like now. I came out and I put out grass, and I haven't built the shack or put up the fence yet, but that'll happen at some point. So now I've run out of graves, and I'll have to expand this at some point. But this is what I'm shooting for. Like I said, somewhere there will be a little crypt keeper shack, and there'll be a fence around it, and there may be. I may even put some trees out here because you know, we'll probably call this Shady Pines or something like that. So maybe I'll put some spruce trees out here. All right, are these done yet? 18%. Yeah, so these need about a half hour or so. But these are done. It would be great if I got another seed out of this. Apparently, when they updated to 1.9.0, they reduced the chance of getting seeds because... Oh, there, I got one just there. Because in my previous playthrough, it got to the point where I had so many plants that if I went and harvested everything, you know, I might get 4 or 5 seeds. So I think they just reduced the chance down a bit. Anyway, I think we will call the episode there. I hope you all enjoyed it and got some good stuff out of it. If you did, it would be great if you could leave a like on my video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, it would be even better if you could subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is Arturio Emerys signing out.